Back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a steering wheel install on the FD. We're going to be using the Sparco steering wheel and the NRG Shorty Hub and NRG Quick Release. I'm going to go ahead and get those installed here in a minute. I'm going to take you guys along for the ride. But first I'm going to switch out one of my brake booster hoses. I ordered some new ones from Mazda because when I turn, when the car is off and I press on the brake pedal, it's hard. Okay, I'm sure it has to do with the good fluid, the new master, everything. It's hard. As soon as I turn the car on, though, the pedal gets soft. It gets a couple inches extra of play when you depress it. So I'm not really sure why. Good chances are my my booster is bad. Could be. And if it is, I'm just going to have to get a new booster, or I'm just going to eliminate it altogether because there's a couple delete kits out there. But since this is cheap, it was like $13 or something, and actually I think they sent me an extra one. I'm going to try that first. Hopefully it's a bad check valve, and then go from there. So, alright guys, I'm going to set up the camera in a second, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so we're in the car. I hope I got the camera set up, as best I can so you guys can see. Got a couple tools, wrenches, 10s, 12s, screwdriver. I'm going to start my first attempt at removing this. So the first thing you gotta do is remove these little rubber things that are on the back of the steering wheel. They cover the bolt holes. Looks like there's 3 of them. And let's find out what size the socket is. They're 10 mil. All right. So let's get to removing. Alright, there it is, guys. So here's the Sparco wheel. I hope you guys can see it. I'm sorry the video was close, and I'm sorry if you couldn't see everything because of lighting. But here it is, guys. Sparco wheel. Feels good, looks good, pretty easy to install. The airbag gave me a trouble with the clips real quick, but nothing too crazy. When I drive it for the first time, I'm gonna see if the steering wheel is straight. I did my best to mark it. I think it is straight. You always want to make sure that the NRG symbols are pointing up. There's also little dimples on all of the pieces to show you which way, like the orientation. Orientation means for it to go up. And then I'm going to look into how to make the horn work on the car, because it definitely is set up inside of the clock spring somehow. I'm going to have to undo this here in a minute too. And then I'm going to be able to button this all up, make sure that the top column piece fits on no problem. But other than that, guys, super simple install. Looks a little different on bet because my column pieces are off, but gives you a really good in-depth view of how it looks. Super simple. I like the way it feels. Way smaller than that one. That one isn't bad at all, honestly. And I looked at getting like the 99 version, like Mazda Speed one or whatever it is, but you can't go wrong with Sparco. Again, guys, you got to get these bolts from like a hardware store, Ace, True Value, something like that, because they do not come with steering wheels. Besides that, guys, I got a new shift knob on the way. I am going to be cleaning the car with some Pearl. That's why you kind of see it really glossy in here, as I was testing different spots with Pearl concentrate, mixed, 1 to 5, etc. And I think it's going to work out good. It really is bringing the dash back to life. It was bringing this back to life. You can see how faded it is here, and you can see it looks a lot better there. So I was really testing Pearl out kind of in a couple different locations. Does not look good on this stuff right here at all, which, oh well. But, these pieces are expensive and hard to get. I'll probably end up replacing this hood and all this with some, like, there's a company called Drake's. He makes a whole bunch of this stuff, like 3D printed and stuff like that. So I'll probably end up purchasing some of that stuff this year. But yeah, that's it so far, guys. Video's pretty much done. Sorry if it was super long and whatnot. I'm gonna definitely speed it up. And appreciate you tuning in. More FD videos to come. Thanks.